Alright, so welcome to Teen Talks. I'm your host, Trey Vella. We are teens on a mission. I have someone with me that also has a podcast called There Is Hope. Make sure to go check him out anywhere you get your podcast. And his name is Edward Uribe. I'm so excited to have him today. He actually reached out to me first to do his podcast, so I did one with him a while back. So now we're going to get him on it. So, Eddie, just tell us a little bit about yourself.
Well, my name is Edward Uribe. I play sports. Mainly, I play football. I really like to really be outside. I really like to do a bunch of things. One of the main things that I like is talking about God, That's why I started my own podcast. Other than that, I am just a typical follower of Jesus, And I'm super excited that Trey invited me to this podcast. It's truly a blessing to be a part of his podcast. I believe his podcast is a great place to reach out to others about God, and it's doing a bunch of great things.
Awesome, man. All right, so today is just a bonus episode. We're going to let him just share his testimony. He's just going to talk today. So without further ado, go ahead and get started. Just tell us your testimony.
All right. Yes, sir. Well, really, my testimony doesn't really have a lot. I really didn't go through a tough time, how other people, go from abuse and stuff like that. Mine is just really, from a connection with God to, now seeing more things with God and talking with Him more. So when I was a little kid, I used to, I would go to church, but I wouldn't really, have a personal connection with Him. I would just... sidetrack of what a true Christian is, I would honestly just be a completely different kid. Growing up, I was pretty mean, Yeah, that's hard to see in a 9-10-year-old, but it was really like that. And then as time went on, I don't know what happened, but when I hit it was 12 or 13, I had this bondage of fear. I would not be able to break free from it,
Mm-hmm.
I would constantly have thoughts of me dying in a car crash or somebody killing me or something. That's things it's kind of suicide thoughts, but not suicide thoughts, but it was just coming in really hard. So I reached out to our youth pastor, and he honestly helped me. He helped me what circumstances was it. He helped me pray through it, and eventually I got free from it.
That's awesome.
Spirit of fear, yeah. And yeah, so from now on, what I saw is that I need to grow. For that not to happen again, for the spirits to come back, it's to open up to God,
Mm-hmm.
let God do the work. And so once I saw that, I started getting a better relationship with the Lord, with youth, going to church every day, but not just going to church for church, but going to church to talk with Jesus and have a personal connection, like a friend, best friend,
Yeah.
And that's where my relationship started growing more. And that's where I started realizing that we can't go without Jesus in our day lives.
Yeah, exactly.
And one of the things that we talked on our podcast was talking with Jesus. How can we have that connection with the Lord,
Mm-hmm.
And that's what really just impacted me. How I went from just being a normal religion to being a son of God, a true son of God,
Yeah.
So that's really what happened. As a kid, I also watched, I used to watch pornography. And so that's something that I grew out of. God helped me get through it. And that's just a victory that is won.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah. So that's mainly all my testimony. And yeah.
Yeah, that's awesome, man. Because I think we as Christians, we all have gone through that phase where it's like we go kind of because we have to. And I mean, I know a ton of people that say like, I knew who Jesus was, but I never followed him. I was never a disciple of him. And that's what all kinds of people in the Bible really did too, and that's what we do all the time. That's what I had to grow out of was, I knew the Bible, right? I was good at Bible trivia and knew all this stuff, but I didn't know Jesus as a person and as a father. So, but yeah, I totally agree. That's a big issue with all kinds of Christians.
Yeah, totally agree. Yeah, it's like one of the hardest things is like having for me in my heart, and like my situation is kind of like keeping a connection with the Lord, like talking with him every day, talking about because in the Bible it says that God cares about our littlest things. Mm-hmm. Like he cares that he just wants us to talk to him, and he wants us to have that intimacy with him and like go all day and all night praying with him,
Yeah. Yeah, like David did.
Yeah.
In all Psalms and stuff, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
Anything else you want to share, or is that?
Well, adding on to like how like my road to like being closer to God would be like, so how our family is like Mexican, right?
Yeah.
We're Hispanic, right? And so like, how Hispanics like I don't know why, but we have a lot of parties, and we usually do a lot of things. We have great food. We have a great time together. But there is a certain point where people get crazy over alcohol.
Yeah.
We like get drunk. So growing up, I thought it was okay to drink. So at a young age, alcohol didn't seem a big problem because everybody had it.
Yeah.
And now growing up, I saw that it is not good. It does harm to your body basically, and just causes a whole bunch of risk. And that's something that God made me realize, And judging by my dad has been 5 years clean from alcohol. So
yeah, that's awesome.
So praise the Lord.
That's awesome, man. Well, guys, if you want to see more of him, make sure to go check out his podcast. I will put it in the description. I'll put a link in the description below. Make sure to go check that out. It's a great podcast. You just hit season 2, right?
Yes, I did.
Awesome. All right. We're both kind of hitting the same schedule, so that's pretty cool.
That is amazing.
So I'll put his down below. We will put, if you're listening off from a podcast, make sure to go check out the YouTube video. I'll put that in the description. Make sure to go check it out everywhere. Even if you don't want to go watch it, just go subscribe. Please, just go hit that subscribe button, like it, share it, because maybe someone else needs it more than you do, right? But once again, thank you for listening. I hope this really spoke to you. We'll have a couple more episodes coming out, just little bonus episodes. But that's really all I got. Anything else you want to add?
No, just like, for those of you who are listening, if it actually touched you, try to reach out to us. I usually, in my episodes, I usually put my email, sometimes my phone number. So if you ever need help or just like, if you need it, just like text us or email us. I'll respond pretty quick, honestly. But for those of you who are just struggling, there is hope for you. And with the will of Jesus, he will help you. Even when you don't see it, he's always there.
Yeah.
So that's all I have.
That's awesome, man. All right, guys. Well, we will see you in the next episode. Make sure to keep checking every week. Every Wednesday we come out with a new episode, but you never know when there's going to be a bonus. So just make sure to constantly check. Make sure to share everywhere, right? People need to hear these testimonies. Testimonies are very powerful no matter what you've been through. They all have something in it that can just help people in their daily life.
That's right. That's right.
All right, y'all. We'll see y'all on the next episode.